Good evening. I'm delighted to be spending this Christmas with you. Tonight, I'm going to share with you a story. One that may warm your heart or send a subtle chill down your spine. Stay warm, stay connected, and stay close while you listen to Static. Written, produced, and narrated by yours truly, Buggie. It had started out like a normal winter's night. I had just walked in the door and I barely set my bags down before the phone rang. Hello? Oh, hey! How are you? Oh, I know, the weather's supposed to get awful. Yeah, I just got home. I have some groceries, a movie. I'll be fine. Yeah, I know it's a bummer. I won't get home for Christmas, but it is what it is. Yeah, my mom said that she sent a package. She thought I would get it by tonight, but I don't know. The weather's looking pretty bad out there. I doubt it'll arrive. What about you? Oh, that sounds really nice. Okay, well, give me a call tomorrow after you open presents, okay? Merry Christmas. Bye. I put the groceries away and I started to boil water for tea. I scrolled on my phone for a bit when suddenly I heard a knock on the door. Oh, maybe that's the package, I thought. I went over to the door to see. There on the front step was a cardboard box already dusted with snow. I yelled out, "Thank you!" but didn't hear a response. Actually, I didn't even see anyone. I looked to the left and then to the right, not a soul in sight. I was more excited about the package than anything, so I picked it up, dusted the snow off, and brought it inside. I set the box on the table as the kettle began to yell. While I made my cup of tea, I thought, do I open this tonight? Or do I actually save it for Christmas? I was really curious. Is this the package from Mom? I went over to inspect. It was covered in stamps, but these weren't like any stamps I've seen before. These were stamps from all over, from places I didn't even recognize, and they were beautiful. Some looked new, but others looked old and worn. They were all different sizes and designs. My favorite was of a blonde woman on a blue background, but the stamp was so old that you couldn't even see her features. I was almost hesitant to open it for fear of damaging any of the stamps. It didn't look like it was from my mom, and there was no return address, but I figured maybe she ordered it from someplace far away online, and that's the way they shipped it. So I very carefully peeled back the packaging tape and opened the box. There inside, underneath a ton of crinkled up newspaper, was a radio. It looked super old, but it was still so beautiful and cared for, as though it was new and had never been used before. It was definitely the type of antique that I would stop and notice, so whoever gifted me this definitely knows my taste. Maybe it is from my mom. I unwrapped the cord and plugged it in. A low buzz and crackling sound began to come from the speaker. I fiddled with the knob a bit to see if I could pick up any station, but there was only silence. I didn't mind the quiet fuzz. It added a nice texture that almost felt decorative. And if the radio didn't work, well, then it was most definitely decorative. So I left it on and grabbed my hot tea and the book I was reading and sank into the corner of the couch. It wasn't long after I was sitting there when I heard it, the sound of a song creeping into the airwaves. There's a little place where I can go on a crooked path that I like to follow, past a picket fence where roses are frozen in the arms of an angel whose wings are wide open. Snow-covered trees align the property. It's me with a key to the unknown. Visually, it's just a home, a lullaby that's made of stone with a red door and a warm glow from the window. Snow is falling all around. Snow is falling all around me, and here I am witnessing something beautiful, so beautiful to see. Falling softly. By the time the song was over, I was sitting just a few inches away, all of my attention on the radio. The guitar was so lovely, and the voice felt familiar, like I'd heard it before. But all I could hear was static once more. "Will you play another song?" I asked. I felt foolish talking to the radio, but why not? No one was around to hear me anyways. And just like that, another song began. Where do you go when you can't go anywhere? You stay home. What do you do when you can't do anything but stay home? You gotta get creative and get a routine. Gotta get more comfortable with what life brings. What do you do when you're on the brink? Stay
This is a weather advisory. This is a weather advisory. Snowstorm alert in effect till midnight tonight. Be advised to stay home and stay safe. This is a weather advisory. Stay home until further notice.
At the sound of the alert, I walked over to the window, and wow, was it ever snowing. It looked like a blanket of white everywhere. I knew that I was very lucky to be safe inside. Even though I was all alone, I was warm and cozy, and the night was actually turning out to be really relaxing. maybe Christmas all alone wasn't so bad. I found my way to the couch once more, and by the time I was curled up beneath the blanket, another song began. I'm looking at my living room again. I'm thinking about the last time I saw friends. It's such an interesting thing to go from the couch to the kitchen to the couch again and not leave my house. I'm looking at my living room again and again and again. And if I wanna be extreme, I turn the lights low. I jump up on the couch and give my houseplants a show. Oh, looking at my living room again. The living room, I thought. I'm so cozy on the couch and under this blanket. Maybe I'll just close my eyes for a minute.
How did it even get delivered here? I guess I traveled from the store. I can't believe you made this mistake. Hurry and replace it before she wakes up. We're gonna be in so much trouble if we don't get back to the slime now. Alright. Shh, quietly.
I must have fallen asleep. Wow, it's midnight already? That means it's Christmas. Maybe I'll turn the radio off and go to bed. I walked over to the table, but the radio was gone. The box looked different too. Where did all the stamps go? I rummaged around the paper looking for the radio, but the box had a sweater in it and a card from my mom. I must have been dreaming, but it all seemed so real. I picked up the box to put it in the living room when I noticed a tiny little pile of snow beneath the table. It almost looked like a little footprint. Actually, there were several little tiny spots of snow leading all the way from the kitchen table to the front door. With the box in hand, I went over to the door to inspect. It was locked like I had left it, but as I turned towards the living room, out of the corner of my eye, a small piece of paper caught my attention. There on the floor was an old faded stamp of a blonde woman with a blue background. That brings us to the conclusion of Static. Tonight's radio drama, as well as the original score, was written and produced by Buggie, with our special guest Chris Dang as the weather advisor. Static can be heard again in its entirety by visiting buggyclub.bandcamp.com. For a small donation, you can download your own copy, as well as support future artwork and episodes. Thanks again to our sponsor, Track Journal, the 30-day planner for health and wellness. It's your journey. Track it. This is Buggie with the Erie Street Broadcasting Network signing off. Stay connected and stay safe. Happy holidays!